This ain't radio.
You won't find it on the dial tone.
This ain't radio.
Get the link to know what I'm on.
This ain't radio. This
You
ain't
know
radio.
I'm finna talk my shit.
This ain't radio.
Go
This ain't
ahead,
radio.
give it a listen.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 251 of This Ain't Radio podcast with your host, Chris. Just Chris, and of course, I got my co-host with me,
Flowers.
my guy.
What up?
How's it going?
Just chilling, man.
All right.
Chilling. How are you?
I'm good.
Yeah.
All right, so I sent you the notes early this week
Yeah.
because you needed to do some thinking.
Yeah.
All right, so you ready to go?
Yeah.
All right, so today we are talking about our top 5 favorite TV shows of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So the way I'm thinking, I'll go, you go, I go, you go, I go. We'll kind of go back and forth.
Okay.
All right.
The only thing is, for mine, it's hard to name them in an order.
No, it don't have to be in order.
Okay, cool.
Just
Because
the
I was
5.
like,
No,
I couldn't tell you, like...
no, because mine's is in no order too. Because I love them all.
Right, okay.
But yeah, no, mine's is not in no order either. I just have them written down.
Okay.
All right, dog. So I'll go first.
All right.
I'll go first. How to Make It in America.
Okay.
On HBO. Pissed me the fuck off that it got canceled after the second season. Because it was before its time.
You think so?
It was before its time. People didn't get it. That's why you never watched it.
That's why I never watched it.
Because it's before its time. It will be perfect now where everyone wants to be a fashion person.
Uh-huh.
And everyone wants to be a designer. And everyone wants to do all... You be on TikTok. You probably be seeing all the people wearing it. Styling it. You ever seen those fucking videos?
No.
Where it's like a fashion. See, that's why I fucking hate you, dog.
Because that's not on my For You page,
I know,
bro.
but see, stop letting the algorithm dictate what you watch. Even though
I was like, why? It's perfect for what I want to watch.
even though like the algorithm's the reason why that shit pops up on my Instagram feed. Like I don't go looking for it, but I be hate watching shit.
He'd be like, damn, this pisses me off, but I'm also intrigued.
Yeah,
like,
I'm fucked up because I want to be, because I'm talking shit the whole time. Like I'm hate watching. I know I'm not gonna like it.
right?
I know I'm not gonna like it, but I hate watch that shit and it pisses me off. But How to Make It in America.
Okay.
Look, this is I want to say 08, 09 when the first season came out. Like Kid Cudi was barely starting to pop. Like
Damn.
I think Day and Night just came out. Cause you know he's on the show. He plays Domingo, the drug dealing dog walker.
Okay.
But no, this show, bro, it was just like when it first came out, I was like, what, 20, 21? It just gave me like, I don't know, it was like motivational. Because it's these two friends and they want to start a clothing brand, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so they're against the odds. They're two broke dudes,
Right.
right? And they're trying to make it happen, right? One of them, their cousin's a loan shark and they owe him money, and it's a bunch of shit.
Uh-huh.
And it's just like motivational and it's just good storylines and all that shit. And that shit. And that was like I think that's like the first TV show of my adulthood where I was like, yo, I love this. I love this. And I think we might have watched an episode or two before.
We watched I remember watching the first episode, yes.
Yeah.
I do remember it.
Yeah, I kind of made y'all. I was like,
You
bro, let me
did.
sit down.
Where
And
were
then
we at when
we were in the office. We were in our
Oh,
old
yeah.
location.
That's right.
We were in our
I
old
was like,
location.
damn, where were we? Okay, I do remember now.
Yeah, and then I think the goal was to watch like an episode a week or something, but we just never we just never went through with it. But I stand by this show. 2 seasons. It kind of left you on. It ended happy, but it's not complete.
Mm-hmm.
It's not complete. So at like in the second season, the two friends, they were beefing over like like what they want to do with their brand. Right, their brand it started. It don't got a lot of motion, but it's starting to pick up some motion.
Mm-hmm.
And then this big fashion guy, right? He wants to buy it from them.
The brand? Okay.
Right? For like and one of them's like giving up like fuck it. Like we're not making it happen. This guy's fucking been in the business. He's tired of being in the background, so he wants that shit to be his. Of course, they'll still be on like as the creative team and shit. And the other dude's like, no, fuck that. Like, no, this is our shit. I'm not selling it. So then the whole season's based around them having like this little conflict, and then at the end they patch it up and they work it out. But it's incomplete because we don't know what happens next. Okay, so they fixed their problem. They're back together, but then what? But then what? But it's dope though, right? Because it takes place in New York, and it shows like every side, like, and it shows how like even in New York, like the rich people, it's like the rich 20 somethings. They're all hanging out with the broke 20 somethings, and they're how all these worlds like intermingle and collide, and you know. But yeah, it's dope. It's fucking dope. Stand by it. Stand on it. All right, John.
Okay.
What's your first one?
I'm gonna go with like newest to oldest. So
do whatever you want.
The newest one is definitely just a Solo Leveling for sure, because we had talked about it for sure.
And that's an anime, right?
Yeah. It's just, I don't know, just the storyline, the action, everything is just really good to me. It just catches my eye every time. It's like, because so like this last season where it's like an episode each week, where I haven't felt like, damn, I can't wait for it to be Saturday already so I can watch this next episode because it's already getting good and I can't wait to see what happens. And I don't know, to me, it was just really good. And I like the character development as well. It's really good. So,
does it like spend time on each character? Like,
yeah.
Like, can't see the growth within like all the main, like, I don't know. I've never seen it.
So it's usually just one person who's really the main character, and you have like of course these other people that are like little like side characters,
yeah,
but
but sometimes those are the ones that you want to see the growth in.
Yeah, no,
right?
yeah,
Because they help
mm-hmm.
push the story along.
No, yeah, it does do that definitely, and you can definitely see the growth throughout the show, which is pretty crazy, and it's really good. So, but the thing that sucks is now that season 3 won't be out for at least another like year or so, a year and a half or so. So
because the animation, man,
yeah, it takes a while. But you know what? It's fine because I don't mind waiting as long as it lives up to like how the last season was, like the animation wise and stuff like that. Like if you take your time with it, develop it, make the animation good and all that, that's fine if it takes that long to do. I'm perfectly okay with it.
But check this out though. At least it's coming back.
Yes.
All right. How to Make It in America isn't coming back.
That's
all right.
true.
I want real closure. That's the shit, bro. You don't get real closure.
Yeah.
And that's but
that does suck because then you're always like.
But I like that. But okay, so I'm gonna go my next one.
All right.
My next one, I grew up watching it since a kid, and I could always start over from the beginning and watch it, and it's good to put on when you can't find nothing to watch, and it's good background noise because all I gotta do is hear it and I know what's going on. It's one of those.
All right.
Like as long as you can hear it, I know what's happening because that's how much I've watched it.
And what is it?
Martin.
Okay.
Martin Lawrence, and then bro, he plays characters. All his characters. He does Shanae. He plays his mom. He plays he does a bunch of characters. Fucking Dragonfly Jones. Quiet. You don't know what I'm talking about.
Nope.
See that's the shit. Oh, we grew up like 7 minutes away from each other driving.
Yeah.
Like 7 minutes away from each other driving, and 2 completely different lives.
Yep.
2 completely different worlds. Martin, it's just all jokes. It's comedy, right? It's like, and the good thing is you can kind of just put on any episode because it's not like a.
I was about to ask you, is it one of those like continuation ones where it's like.
It's not a continuation one. Like, well, so like one season it's like, okay, Martin proposes. So the thing that ties it all together is them being engaged now, right? But each episode is not necessarily about that. but that's the storyline through the whole season. But you don't have to watch it from the beginning to get it.
Okay.
So each and a lot of episodes are like standalone. So you can just pop on your favorite episode, just enjoy it for the laughs.
Mm.
It's just a good time, bro. It's a good
No,
time.
you've put on like an episode or two when we were like out, like in the hotels when we would go
Oh yeah.
travel at night. We put them on.
Yeah,
They're
okay,
cool.
because it's always on TV.
Yeah, it is.
And it's always on TV. So
It is.
I'm Martin all day. It's funny because they always because they always compare it to Fresh Prince of Bel Air, but
Oh, were they?
they're around the same time.
I was
That's
about
why
to say, were they on the same
they
time?
were on, but completely different shows,
Right.
right? Completely different shows. Like Fresh Prince is funny, but it's more heartfelt, family.
Right.
Martin is just all for the jokes. They're getting these jokes off.
The thing for me, I don't know if I can watch a show where it's like, how do I say it? Where it's like a standalone pretty much. Like I want to watch it like, you know, where like, oh,
It's like a continuous story.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
yeah, because that's because you're caught up on this anime shit.
Well,
Where
not
it's
just
like
that, but
where it's
that's
like
just in any
97
show.
where it's like 97 fucking seasons, 30 episodes per season, and it's all telling one continuous long ass story.
Well, because to me, it's like if you watch the other one where it's like standalone, it's like, okay, does this happen? What time does this happen at? Like, is this before this episode here? Is it after this episode?
But that's you overthinking shit. It's like sometimes, do you just want to sit back and not have to think?
No, I mean, but it doesn't
Like,
take that
no.
long to realize what if it's happened before or after
But
this. So,
happened before, or what? Like if you're watching a standalone episode,
Yeah.
why do you care what happened before or happened after? If you
because I like to know what's going on. Like, oh, has this part already happened in the show, or oh, this part hasn't happened.
But let's
yet,
just say
or-
like a show like Martin, you don't really,
I
never
guess
seen it. So if
I guess it's the type of show.
so if I put on my favorite episode, you're gonna be like, well, what happened before this? What happened before that?
Yeah, I might want to know because, like, depending on
Were you like that with The Simpsons?
Yeah. No, well,
No.
see, The Simpsons.
Were you like that with South Park? No.
South Park, yeah.
No,
I used to watch that in order.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying, but you don't have to, is what I'm saying, right? Because they, like, yes,
Right.
some of them connect, because it'd be
Yeah.
like a two-parter, but there's not a whole storyline driving the seasons. It's kind of just what happened last week. Let's make an episode for it
Yeah, okay, that's
for
fair.
next week. Right?
That's fair.
That's what I'm saying. So sometimes you don't want to think. Just put on something that's gonna be enjoyable.
That's fair. Okay. All right, my next one would be the show that I tried to get Chris to watch but never did. Well, I guess he watched one episode of it, but it's on Netflix. It's called Arcane.
Arcane.
Yep.
All right. I don't know. Right, okay, I get that's, and this is new, right?
Yeah.
And already made your top 5,
Yeah.
ever.
Yeah.
Top 5 shows ever.
Yes.
Okay.
Because like I said, the first season came out in like 2019,
Mm-hmm.
2020, somewhere around there. No, maybe like 2020, 2021, somewhere around there.
Arcane.
Yeah, Arcane.
Really? Oh, I literally thought this was the first season.
No. The first season came out there. So when the second season, because I already loved the first season, so when the second season came out, which came out recently,
Yeah.
within the year, well, last year I should say, that one was just as good, if not better. And again, it has to do with character development, animation, fighting scenes, storyline, all that stuff. It's really good.
All right.
Really, really good. I tried to get Chris to watch it, but
I tried, bro, but like
he's just not into it.
I'm not into it. See, but if there were a couple standalone episodes where like, no, if you watch this episode, you're gonna want to go back and watch it. See, that's why sometimes standalone episodes help, because if the first episode, sometimes the first seasons of things aren't. I'm not saying this isn't good. I'm saying for sometimes
that
the
does
first
make
season
sense.
aren't even good. So you need a reference point. If you watch this, you'll be able to get through the rest of it, and then you'll understand, and then you could get it.
Right. I mean, there are pros and cons to it. Like, if you watch a later episode, and then you're like, oh, wow, that's really good. But then you're like, how did they get to that point? that's when you want to go back and be like,
exactly.
oh,
So that's why sometimes
okay.
there might be a standalone. You need a
Yeah.
standalone episode.
I mean,
You need an episode that you could just be like, okay, this is this is part of the story, but you don't need to know what's happening to get it.
yeah, there are. Don't get me wrong. There are animations out there, anime out there that do have those type of things called filler. They're called filler episodes, where it's like it really has nothing to do with what's happening in the actual storyline. It's just like an episode that's like a filler episode where something random happens where it has nothing to do with it.
Yeah. like a show that has a storyline, but you could also watch them by themselves and be perfectly fine. Is like, golly, Pokemon, right? Because there's a storyline, right? He has a goal. I want to be the very best, the best there ever was.
Yeah.
To catch them is my real quest. To train them is my cause, right?
Yeah. Is it cause? I thought it was goal. Okay, whatever. Anyways,
my goal. No, wait. To catch them is my real quest. To train them is my cause. Cause. I feel like it's cause, but I also haven't seen Pokemon. I know, right? It's such a long time, but I feel like it's cause. But you might know better than me. Cause I feel like I haven't seen it either. Yeah. But that's a full storyline. But you could put on like, oh, this is the best episode. Yeah, and you'd be like, okay. But yeah, I mean, I gave it a try, and maybe I don't know. Maybe I need to. Maybe one day Johnny just sit me down and just watch it with me. Cause there's probably the same reason why he never watched How to Make It in America. I had to sit his ass down and sit there with him and have him watch it, right? And he still hadn't popped in Curb yet. All right, and he needed something else to watch, and I'll try to give him 12 seasons of the best white show ever.
And I'm here only giving him like 2.
No, but the thing is, you don't have to watch all 12 seasons. I'm just saying that if you need something to watch, right? There's 12 seasons of that. I'm not saying you have to watch them all in order in a week. I'm just saying there's.
So I can watch like season 12 and then watch season 1 and then season 5 and then season 2.
If you wanted to, yes. If you wanted
to,
it
would make perfect sense.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Yes. Because hold on. So you want every season to be like the storyline to go through every season? So it's it's like the first season can be, oh, they're going through this, bang. Now they solve that. And second season,
I mean that's fine. If by the end of the first season they did what they had to do, then second season comes around and something new happens. Yeah, that happens in anime all the time.
So then, yeah, you could start at any season of Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Okay. You're just gonna have to sit me down one of these days and we'll watch it.
I know. But yeah, so fuck it. Since I already brought it up, my next one, Curb Your Enthusiasm. It's just another. First of all, Larry Davis fucking hilarious. Larry, and I go back and forth on what I like better. If I like Curb better or if I like Seinfeld better. Lately, I've been leaning more towards Curb just because it's more like ridiculous. Well, Seinfeld is ridiculous too. It's a show about nothing. But Curb is just, it might be slightly more my humor right now. So, but I go back and forth on what do I like better. But I definitely do watch Curb more.
Okay. And it's funny because I don't watch any of these ones that he's watched.
Bruh, and I haven't, well, I've attempted to see one of the ones.
I wouldn't really even. Did you really? Because
I watched the first episode. It's they break into the spot. The young girl steals the little things the little bombs.
Okay.
And then she has to throw it into the ocean. And then the cops go to the thing because they know who did it. They just can't prove it. They know it was them people, the kids, or they're not counting how old they are. They're like young adults.
Okay.
Yeah, I seen the first episode. Seen the first episode.
Okay. You right.
But yeah, Curb, bruh, it's just, you've seen clips.
I have seen clips.
And you found them funny.
And I did find them funny.
Okay, so think about that for 12 seasons. All right, so Larry Davis playing an exaggerated version of himself. And he basically has no filter. What he thinks he's going to say.
Right.
And that's funny because he thinks the craziest shit.
Yeah. I would just. Yeah. Okay.
And on Curb, everyone was like, "Oh, we want a Seinfeld reunion. We want a Seinfeld reunion." They did the Seinfeld reunion on Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Oh, did they?
Not that you care,
No.
but I'm just saying they did the Seinfeld reunion on Curb Your Enthusiasm because Larry David was a co-creator of Seinfeld.
So you didn't know that? I've never even watched Seinfeld either. Yep. I said what I said.
All right, now I hope. All right, you're up, and I hope you give me some. I hope there's something on your list that you grew up watching that you love. I hope. I don't know, but let's see. Because let's go. You know what, John? Oh, hold on. Wait, pause. Let's get into a song. We need to break this up because you're already pissing me off. All right.
I mean, I'm not doing my job if I'm not pissing you off.
All right. So let's get into a song. All right. Look, I chose a song by Action Bronson. It's called "Contemporary Man." All right. I love Action Bronson. Look, let's just play the song. I don't want to talk too much about it. Let's play the song.
You gotta get it together, fam.
Get it together, Justin.
Let's go. Yeah. Fuck the back talk. Save all that pussy shit for the catwalk. Now write your name 100 times on the blackboard. I'm just a white man excelling in a black sport. Like a pistol Pete. You already know you were gonna when I kiss your cheek. Lift your feet like when your sister sweeps. Fine dine and drink water out the Crystal Creek. Straight for Queens, rocking leathers like a Mr. Cheeks. Fly shit. Grown man shit. You could have us. Do it one more time, fuck it. Good to go. Alright. Yo, I'm a wild freak. Hit shorty with a child sleep while a mother makes soup with the cow feet. Shoulder pads in the leather, Bo Brummel. Hopping out the limo at the old tunnel. Fuck sex.
Action Bronson. Bro, he paints pictures with his work. He's so fucking funny, dog.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Other than it started going like 80s vibes with that.
So it's contemporary.
Yeah.
The song's called
I was like, oh shit.
Contemporary Man. So he's playing all these contemporary songs
Mhm.
from like the 80s and shit. And yeah, so that was the whole thing.
Yeah, I caught that. I was like, oh damn. It's like feels like I'm listening to an 80s song with that.
Yeah. But that, I think that was the whole thing.
Mhm.
But all right. I did 3?
Yeah.
All right, so number 3 for you?
Yeah.
What?
So this one I grew up watching, and it's another animation movie, or not movie, show. It's called, I'm sure you've heard of it, Dragon Ball Z.
Dragon Ball Z.
Dragon
You know
Ball
what's
Z.
crazy? I've seen clips. I don't think I've ever seen a full episode.
Oh, I've seen every episode.
And I had friends that used to be like, okay, hey, we would be out skateboarding.
Mhm.
Hey, I'm gonna go home. Dragon Ball Z is about to start.
Hell yeah.
So I know that it's been popping for a long time. I don't think I've ever seen a full episode though.
I've watched I've watched Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, what else? Dragon Ball Super, whatever you name. I've seen it.
What's the best one?
I like the last Dragon Ball Super. I think is probably one of my top tier ones for sure. That one's definitely, it's like one of the later seasons to come out.
Okay,
It's really good, really really good. And like my brother and I even like back in the day went to Best Buy and we actually bought like the 4 or 5 seasons of it.
so you used to buy the DVDs.
Yeah.
Where are they now?
Who knows?
Were you one of the kids who bought it but couldn't take care but didn't take care of shit and then just got the juice of it and then once it was like fuck it, whatever.
These ones we did because they came in this like cool case for it, and like each case had like a picture of that season. Like the first season was like Vegeta, the second one was Frieza, stuff like that, Majin Buu, stuff like that. So it was pretty cool. Like, so we wanted to make sure that it was in like good condition. But other than that, for the most part, not really. No.
All right, so you were one to like take the DVD out of the DVD player, put it on top of the DVD,
Yeah.
and then and the case would be right there, and like,
Yeah. If I felt like putting it away, okay, I'll do it.
See,
but if not, it's just there.
I wasn't like that, right? So my brothers were like that, but I'm the one that bought the DVDs,
Right.
so that shit would piss me the fuck off. Like, bro, the case is right here. Put it away. Put it away. What are you
I bet
doing?
you get mad when you look at it like this and you see the
like,
scratches start
and
showing.
shit.
You're
I'm
just
like, bruh, what the
"Mother."
fuck are we doing? I'm like, bruh, this is my shit. I'm like, y'all don't care because y'all don't got shit. But
And you
once
didn't
y'all
buy
get,
it.
once y'all get
Wasn't your
shit,
money.
yeah, once you get shit, then you'll understand.
Yeah.
But it's like, bruh, that shit's pissed me off. But okay, Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite character?
Vegeta.
Vegeta.
Yeah. I love that guy.
Majin Buu's the pink guy.
Yeah.
All right. The only reason I know that name is because he said it in a Frank Ocean song.
Oh yeah.
Frank Ocean. Majin Buu.
Yep. That's number 3.
All right. Number 4 for me. This is one I grew up watching as a kid. The Wonder Years. The Wonder Years.
Nope. What is that?
All right, so it's a show. It came out. I think the first season was like 88, 89. And then it kind of ran through the 90s.
Uh-huh.
So it takes place in the 60s. So it's about a kid named Kevin Arnold, and it's about him just growing up in like suburban America.
Okay.
Like it's like his story grow up, but he goes through his struggles, his
Trials and tribulations.
because it starts at him like 12 years old, I think.
Okay.
And then literally the same character plays all the way until he like graduates high school.
Okay.
But it covered everything, right? Like his first love, him, just growing up, going through puberty, all the challenges of being in high school, his first job, and the music in there is great.
Uh-huh.
They put the soundtrack. Think of all the best music from the 60s. That's in there.
So what caught your eye to that show? Did the music or the story?
It's the music, the storyline.
Okay.
This is like a show that you would have to probably watch all the way through to get. There might be a couple standalone episodes, but you would kind of have to know. You had maybe never seen it, but kind of know what it's about already to understand it. But so this is kind of one where you could have to like. It's like to get.
Gotcha.
Because his characters and everything. Like the characters matter. They're not like a bunch of random characters that pop up every episode. They kind of have their core characters and then like the kids at school and everything.
Right. Okay.
But yeah, but that for sure. I actually have the box set when it first came out. I spent like $100 on the box set when it first came out.
You still have it?
Of course.
In good conditions?
In good condition. And then the set, it looks like a locker. Like the thing that has them all.
Uh-huh.
It's so the outer box, it looks like a locker. Love it.
Okay.
So have you seen this show, Boy Meets World?
Boy Meets World.
Oh,
yes.
Fuck. Okay. So basically, the main character in that show, his brother is the main character in the Wonder Years.
Okay.
Ben Savage is the one from Boy Meets World. Fred Savage is the main character in the Wonder Years.
Interesting.
But yeah, okay. What's your next? Number 4 for you.
I'll just let you know that the other 2 are also anime. So,
bro, what the fuck? Was there any live action that connected with your life?
no,
that you look
because I never watched any of those shows that you were talking about.
But of course not. I'm saying, but bro, bro.
But like, I wouldn't.
These aren't the only shows that ever came out.
No, I know, but because I was thinking about it, I'm just like those like live action ones. I've never like fully watched a full like season of it. It was always like random episodes here and there where I'm just like, yeah, this show's cool, but like I never actually took the time to sit down and watch it from beginning to end type of thing. Whereas like the other 2 that I'm about to tell you, like I've actually sat down, watched them from beginning to end, and I was just like, I could rewatch this if I wanted to.
If you wanted to, how often do you go back to these things?
Like
the ones that are like they're no longer making new ones, so like not Arcane, not.
So I'll tell you,
leveling, like everything that's done. How often do you go back and rewatch these things?
It depends. So the one I'm about to tell you, so Naruto, that's the one I like that one too. That one I would rewatch, but it'd be from like a certain point onwards. I wouldn't go all the way back because like to me, I already know like even though I've obviously I've seen it and everything, but like I don't. There are some just episodes where I'm just like I don't feel like watching them, so I'd cut to like maybe like halfway through and then.
But so do you start like what, second season, third season?
Yeah, I could. Yeah, but
Okay,
like
but
my number one, or I guess the other show that I'll tell you
okay,
after
but you still
you.
haven't told me how often do you go back to watch these things?
So like that, I was gonna say. So that one, I would go maybe like once every like 3 months,
Okay,
4 months.
so you go back and watch
Yeah,
these shows a lot.
yeah.
Okay, I'll ask a question once we get the final.
Okay.
The final. I have a question.
Mm.
All right. My turn.
Yeah.
So this is number 5.
Yep. The last one.
All right. See, this was hard for me.
Yeah.
This was hard for me. But I think right now, and it might be like recency bias. I have to go. I have to go. Community.
Sounds familiar. I don't think I've watched it though, but
It's with Donald Glover,
oh no, never mind.
Allison Brie, something, Danny Pudi, um, Ken Jeong. He played El Tigre Chino. He the Spanish teacher.
No, I haven't seen it. Oh,
I got onto it late.
okay.
I got into it late.
When they come out, do you know?
I think the first maybe like 08 first season. I probably got onto it maybe 2012, 2013. So there was already a few seasons in. But it's just a funny ass show. It's smart, stupid, funny. Then it has, of course, it has like heartfelt moments. And I think all that just combined. It's good TV, enjoyable.
Oh,
I could just binge. I could binge watch that. I could binge watch it. It's just good stuff. But it's hard though. I have a bunch of shit that like there's a bunch
you
of
want
shit
to do some honorable mentions?
after you give me. Oh yeah,
Well, I'll give you my last one, then you can give me some of your honorable
yeah.
mentions that you want to do.
All right, let's go.
So my last one, and I made it a little obvious because I'm actually wearing it.
I didn't even look at your shirt. I know that.
Avatar, The
Oh,
Last
Avatar.
Airbender.
Bro, you're a fucking. I hate you, dog. No,
Yeah.
I don't hate you, but I hate you.
I know. Like
Cause
I
it's like,
said,
bro,
if I'm
like
not doing my
you just
job,
named 5 shows that are almost exactly the same, but completely different, but the same,
same.
but different, but they're the same.
Thank you.
But they're the same, but different, but they're the same.
This is another show that I grew up watching.
Yeah, but I'm saying same, but different.
Same, but different.
But yes, continue. Or what do you got? Tell me about it.
Oh, I just
Like, what's better, that Avatar or the blue Avatars?
this one for sure.
I just remember the homie he cut his hair into an arrow at one point.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about, but
Yeah.
yeah, dude, I would remember coming home from school and putting on Nickelodeon. This would be on, and I'd always stop what I was doing and just watch the episode, depending on which episode it was. More times than not, I'd definitely be watching it, but I don't know. I just like how it went, how the story went, the action in it. I think to me, I like animated stories or shows more than regular shows because you can do so much with animated shows that you
Yeah.
can't do.
All right. So I have a question.
Mm,
It's not the original question.
okay.
It's another question about the one. What character from any one of these shows you mentioned do you feel like you connect with the most? Like you kind of see yourself, like, oh, this is me. Not necessary, but like I connect to this character, like his outlook or his struggles or whatever.
Let me see here. That's tough. Um, Not really anybody from Solo Leveling. Dragon Ball. No. Trying to think. If I had to guess,
No,
if I
bro, I
had
don't,
to,
why do you have to guess?
well, because I'm like, to me, I'm guessing like I resemble this guy the most. But it's Sokka from Avatar. He's he's just like just trying to make it where he's like trying to be his own person because his sister is a waterbender, you know, and in the group that he travels with, he's the only person that doesn't use any elements. All he does is the boomerang, right? But like you know, he's just trying to like. To me, he's trying to, I would say, like be someone that they can rely on, even though he has no special abilities of his own to do stuff with. But he try to use his brain or whatever he can, his weapons, and he's like always trying to be very critical of things at times,
Okay.
trying to be like stick to the point, kind of like analyzes things a lot. So, and he's funny. I'm funny.
I mean, not. I can see everything but the funny part. I can see
But
everything. I I can see that.
but like his jokes
guess-
are like stupid
yeah,
jokes, and I do
but-
stupid jokes. So
Your girl finds you funny. That's all that matters, John.
exactly,
That's all that matters. Your girl laughs at your jokes.
she does.
But yeah, okay, but I can see that.
So yeah, I think that's who I would resemble the most.
Okay. All right. Honorable mentions.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. So my honorable mentions are start off Seinfeld. You didn't make the list, but you should definitely be on the fucking list. You should. But this is just how I felt in the moment today.
Uh-huh.
But Seinfeld is definitely one of my favorite shows ever.
Okay.
All right. Married with Children. Love me some Al Bundy, Peggy Bundy, Bud, and Kelly.
That's the one with like the wife, like the wife's like redhead.
yeah.
Okay.
Boy Meets World. I grew up watching that, but even though I can still go back every once in a while and watch it, it doesn't hit the same because it's not. I'm a grown ass man at this point.
Mm.
But I still find it enjoyable.
Okay.
But it just, I don't know, it's just different. But I still like it. That's what's the honorable mention. The Boondocks, Parks and Rec, One Tree Hill, The OC. The OC, all man. When I was into like give me the fucking white people going through it, shit. The OC, I want to see the white people on drugs doing bad. That was it.
That's funny.
That was it. What about you? Got any honorable mentions?
No, not really. I think
I fucking hate you. All right, like I'm not. It's your list. Is your list. And I guess in my head, I just thought you had more variety.
Nope.
You want to be Asian.
Sure. That'd be cool. It'd be cool to learn like Japanese or something like that.
You don't have to be Asian. Learn Japanese.
I know you don't. I'm saying that would be cool to learn it.
Oh! You changed the conversation. But yeah, man. Let's get into your song.
All right.
All right. You chose a song called "Love Letter" by Catch a Fire.
Catch a Fire.
Never heard of it. Never heard of him, her, or them. Don't know. They're a group. Let's see. It's Reggae Man by White People Man. Never been to Jamaica Man. I never heard this.
One love, baby, one love. One love, baby, one love. Uh-huh. I have to make a confession.
No, they don't sound white.
Uh-huh.
Are they like Pacific Islander?
Yeah.
Because of my expression, I found in love. Uh-huh. Don't be shy, little girl. Mm-hmm. You got to try, a little love.
Yeah,
Me,
but it was cool.
I'm vibing to it.
I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. If it came on, and if it's a nice day outside, I got my windows down. I might let it play.
One of those like bumping in your car type music where you're just like chilling,
Riding down the coast.
riding
maybe.
down Pacific Coast Highway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Going
Yeah.
north.
Going
You got to be going north.
north.
I feel like you got to be going north playing this shit
Yeah, why?
because there's more beach going north
Mm.
than there is going south.
I mean, yes.
So I feel like, but then again, driving north, you're not beachside.
No.
Going south,
Yes.
you're beachside.
True.
So I don't know. You're in the well, I guess if we're coming down from like Malibu or something, then cool.
Right?
But I feel like you got to be going north because there's not really nothing south going down PCH because PCH turns into a regular ass street.
It does.
So you got to go north.
Hmm.
But yeah. Anything else?
Oh, yeah. So I saw this thing yesterday. I'm going to ask you about this. I'm pretty sure you might have heard of this concept already. So have you heard about the airlines doing the standing seats? Have
I
you-
heard about that.
Well, it's pretty much like it looks like it's most likely going to be rolled out sometime next year.
What airline?
Some airlines that I've talked about it are, let's see, Ryanair, Spirit Airlines, and then some other European type airlines as well. Which I mean makes sense because in Europe, you can travel to different countries pretty quickly.
Mm-hmm.
But what are your thoughts about it? Like, do you see yourself taking one of these?
I wouldn't want to take a standing seat,
Uh-huh.
but I feel like those would be maybe 2 hour tops max flight.
Yeah, so
I
I
don't think
heard
it'll be anything cross country. It'll have to
no.
be quick.
From what I heard, and this could have changed, but it was like it'd be like for flights that are anywhere from like 45 minutes to less than 2 hours from what I heard.
All right, would I do it? I wouldn't want to.
Uh-huh.
But if it was like fuck it, let's catch a flight to Vegas, whatever there is, and that's available,
Uh-huh.
I could stand for an hour.
Okay.
I don't know how they would deal with the takeoff, having to be strapped in,
I
unless
mean,
it's just like standing, like you get a.
so you're
board,
standing at
and
a
then there's, like,
40
a board
you're leaning at a 45-degree angle.
Wait, so like this?
Yeah, it's like, well, I can try to show you the images or the picture of it.
Because 45-degree. Is,
Uh,
okay, so you're leaning on something.
yeah, so it kind of looks like that.
Oh, so it's like riding like Riddler's Revenge.
Yeah, it's
or
like
something.
Riddler's Revenge if you've been to Six Flags.
Yeah, for an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah, but sometimes that Riddler Revenge seat be uncomfortable.
Oh,
That'd be all on your nuts.
bruh, I remember.
All on your nuts.
It's a little off topic, but like I remember going to Six Flags, like when I was at that age where I'm like just
When
tall
your
enough
nuts
to
just drop.
stand on it,
Yeah.
to like stand fully, but like not like comfortably stand. And there'd be times where I'd be messing around where I'd just be like trying to like figure out if
How
I
to
want
get
to stand or
comfortable, yeah.
sit, and it would lock when I'd be standing, and I'd be like, oh shit, and I'm like in this uncomfortable position where like I'm kind of on my tippy toes, but not too much,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm just like, damn,
And
this is
your
gonna be.
nut.
Yep, I'm like, this is gonna be an uncomfortable ride.
Yeah. Okay, but would I quick ride? Yes. Yes.
I think I would if it was only to like Vegas.
Vegas, maybe like Vegas. I think the furthest I'll go is like the Bay,
Yeah,
like San Francisco.
yeah, I think so.
That'll probably be the furthest, because it's really a seat. You're kind of just dangling though.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a egg, almost like an egg seat, just hanging from the ceiling.
Yeah. So
Yeah, but I probably would. But those seats have to be super discounted.
No, yeah. So that's one of the reasons why airlines want to do it. Obviously, because it's more space, which means you can fit more people,
but
which
they're always
means more
complaining
money.
about weight though.
Right, but it does reduce the weight because I guess the chairs are a lot heavier than the standing would be. But then another pro would be that those tickets for those standing seats would be cheaper.
Yeah, I would do it, but definitely close, quick, and like last minute, or like last minute enough.
Yeah.
But yeah, for sure. Fuck it, I don't care.
Okay. I was just curious because I saw that the other day and I was like, huh. It's very interesting. Like, I don't know. It's just like the concept of it. It's kind of weird to me.
Yeah, no, but I mean, it is weird.
It is.
But yeah, I would do it if I were like, fuck it, let's go to Vegas real quick turnaround trip.
Yeah.
Yeah, run it up. 50 minutes.
All right. But that's pretty much all I had.
All right, for sure. Well, look, let's get to this game. Let's knock this game out,
Ooh,
and then because this is kind of a long episode,
it is.
but it's good. It's good. It's good
Oh, shit.
conversation though. Good talk. We ain't babbling, just trying to figure shit out.
All right. There we go.
All right, let's see. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Dee 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 doo. Boo 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 doo doo doo. Doobity 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 ba. Shibbity dibbity dibbity doo. I'm just trying to win. 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 I wanna win. I haven't won. And I feel like I need a win. 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 Win.
Hmm.
Let's see. 80 doo. Da 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 da. Da 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 da.
Oh shit! About to get serious now. He took his glasses off. Hmm. I think I just got an update from the Knicks Pacers game.
Knicks Pacers.
Yeah.
What we got? What we looking like? What we looking like? What is it? Game 5?
Yeah. Where'd you go?
No, fucking. That's. Don't worry about where the fuck. I'm not. No, that's your. Pay attention.
Oh, damn. All right.
You didn't have to look at your phone. It's not my job to play for you. Come on, bruh. No, I'm not gonna help you.
No, that's
you
fine.
Pay
That's
attention.
fine. That's fine. I was just trying to give y'all an update.
I'm not your eyes. I'm not your eyes, homie. My eyes are bad as
fine.
it is.
That's fine.
I don't have enough.
You take that one however you get it, dog.
See,
it's cool.
My eyes
It's
are already
cool.
too sensitive to fucking try to help.
I think I know where you went, but
Alouetza, Oli Alouetza.
the Pacers won.
Pacers
Just so
won.
you know, which I think that means that they advance.
No, it did 3-1. Oh, it's game. This is game 5. Is it game 4 or 5? Game 4.
5. I'll check 1 second. Check like this, so that way
Yeah, so you can pay attention.
see. Oh no, it was game 4.
So it's,
Game 4.
So it's 3-1.
3-1, yes.
3-1.
Game 4.
Yeah.
So that means they're just 1 game away.
Yeah, I think no one expected the Pacers.
Yeah, I was about to say, because to be honest, I didn't expect the Pacers to win.
The
Knicks were looking
the
really
Knicks are
good.
so tough. They're a tough ass team.
Yep.
So that's kind of.
Let's see here.
Fucking bitch. Go on. I fucking saw that as right after I played. I was like, "What the fuck am I doing?" You won. That's why I don't know if you noticed. I kind of looked up.
Yeah,
like,
you did. I
was
saw,
like-
but then
I was like,
and
"Fuck."
and I saw that, and I was like, "Why did he go there?" Like,
you know why? Cause I saw this earlier, and I was like, "Oh, don't play there." And then my dumb ass was fucking talking to you, and then I fucking what do? I fucking play there. Oh my god, that's the worst shit. And so that's why I had noticed it so quick. Cause I was like, "Fuck, I wasn't supposed to do that."
Yep.
I had told myself, "You can't play in that corner," and then I fucking played in that corner.
Shit, my bad.
But yeah, look, I'm slumping right now.
You're in a big slump, dude.
I'm the New York Knicks. But look, anyways, look. Episode 251. This Ain't Radio podcast with your host Chris, just Chris,
and flowers.
and until next episode, I'm gonna go study.
He's gonna go YouTube.
I'm gonna go study.
He's gonna go YouTube after this.
I'm gonna go study.
He's tired of getting his ass kicked weekly by me, by yours truly. But until next week, y'all.
I gotta give you a compliment.
That's true. He does.
What are you laughing about? What are you laughing?
I can't laugh
Oh no, you can't. I just want to know why you're laughing.
because I can.
That's how you.
Because I'm doing my job.
His shit.
This
This shit right here matches his TV show. Childish. Childish. What kind of socks you got? I saw your socks look dirty. I don't know if they are dirty or they're that color. I noticed that earlier.
They're a little dirty.
Like a tannish color.
Yeah.
Yeah. So okay. So they're not that color. So I can't compliment the socks. They're dirty. Fuck, John.
I know, it's because I beat you so many times. It's hard to.
Yeah,
to
well,
keep getting these
I'm
compliments.
fucking out.
You are, dude.
Shit.
Do be like that sometimes.
Man, you're a good guy, John. Overall in life. Yeah, you might not have superpower. You might not be able to bend water and air, but you have a boomerang. All right, you throw it out there and it always comes back.
Thanks.
All right, see, I pay attention, John. Okay, I pay attention.
Pay attention enough.
All right.
All
Right.
Appreciate it.
Until next episode, y'all. Peace.
Peace.